Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel Mission Cat. And today I am with a very special two students of mine, Aman and Abhishek, जिन्होंने ना सिर्फ SIBM पुणे में अपना सिलेक्शन पक्का किया है, but they have excelled in the SNAP examination. तो SNAP तोड़ना भाई एक बात होती है, और उसके बाद SIBM पुणे जो कि सिम्बायोसिस का सबसे टॉप इंस्टीट्यूट माना जाता है, और उसमें फाइनली अपना एडमिशन सिक्योर करना एक बात होती है। तो सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत बधाई, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस अमन एंड अभिषेक, टू बोथ ऑफ यू, हार्टी congratulations for making it to SIBM Pune.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And welcome to this very special session for our viewers on the channel Mission Cat. तो आज की इस सेशन में हम बात करेंगे आपकी सक्सेस स्टोरी की, आपकी जर्नी की, how you made it to SIBM Pune, and what was your challenges, also complete journey of your preparation, right? Your interview experiences as well. So before we start, let us first know about yourself as a human being, as a person. So Aman, first of all, आप अपने बारे में brief में बताइए, where are you from, and what made you think MBA as a career?
So hello everyone, my name is Aman and I belong to Singrauli in Madhya Pradesh. It is a very small town. I have completed my schooling from St. Joseph's, and then I went for my BTech and I graduated in 2023. And since then I've been working as a cloud engineer at Insight for the past couple of years. And now for the last year I prepared for CAT along with SoGo Sir, and then I gave the CAT exam and SNAP exam as well. After which I got a decent SNAP score and I was able to get the call from SIBM Pune.
Okay, that's great. Coming from a small village and making it to the institute as big as SIBM Pune. Now we ask Abhishek, who I know that is from Batinda, so that much I can tell. So Abhishek, what made you think MBA as a career, management as a career?
Yeah. Hi everyone. Good evening. So as sir mentioned, I come from Bathinda, Punjab. I'm currently leading sales for a startup. I graduated as an electrical engineer from IIT Delhi in 2019. I've been working for almost 5 years now, and the decision to go for MBA was to broaden my horizons as a professional. Honestly, I wanted to move into a more strategic business role than restricting myself purely to growth. That was my core motivation for going for an MBA. And I took the course with SoGo Sir for CAT, SNAP, and ZAT preparation in 2024. And I got a good percentile in SNAP and had a good interview, and I cracked SIBM Pune. All thanks to SoGo Sir's coaching and the whole team.
Great. Now we know bit about you, and our audience also knows bit about you. So let's get into the SIBM Pune journey. तो मैं यार सीधा बात करता हूँ आपकी जो इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस था, राइट? फिर हम उसके पीछे फिर स्नैप की बात करेंगे, और उसके पीछे फिर हम बात करेंगे जो आपका 7-8 महीने का जर्नी रहा जो कैट को तैयारी करने का, उसके बारे में। और जो भी बच्चा लोग कोई क्वेश्चन है आप कमेंट्स में पूछ सकते हैं बच्चों, और आई विल बी हैप्पी टू आस्क योर क्वेश्चंस टू आवर so-called experts today, Aman and Abhishek, who had made their parent proud by क्रैकिंग इट। बहुत सारे और एग्जाम भी इनके क्रैक हुए हैं, बट आज हम स्पेसिफिकली SIBM पुणे की बात करें। तो अमन, शुरू करते हैं आपसे यार। तो अपनी इंटरव्यू के ब्रीफ, गिव मी योर ब्रीफ ऑफ योर इंटरव्यू विद SIBM पुणे। क्या था, कैसे हुआ, कैसे नहीं हुआ, एंड व्हाट वाज ऑल हाउ वाज द प्रोसेस ऑफ इंटरव्यू एट SIBM पुणे?
Sir, the process this time was online. So the first part was GE. They call it GE. They do not call it GD because it's an exercise that you have to do together. So it's if you are being on the debate, like if you're debating and if you're counter arguing with your other peers, I think that is taken in a negative light. You must act as a group at all times. That you have to arrive at a particular decision together. That is the
मैं जानना चाहूंगा यार हमारे व्यूअर्स के लिए, ये जो आपने बताया कि यार ये GE एक्सरसाइज होती है कोई, ठीक है, तो ये कितना ड्यूरेशन का होता है बेटा?
सर 15 मिनट्स आई थिंक पहले
GE एक्सरसाइज होता है। और ये इसमें कितने लोग पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं?
सर डिपेंड्स। ऐसे तो नॉर्मली मेरे ग्रुप में देयर वर 8 or 9 people, I think. A couple of people were absent.
8 of you were there on a Zoom call or on a गूगल मीट?
सर इट वाज अ जूम कॉल, आई थिंक जूम कॉल पे थे। हाँ
जूम कॉल पे 8 लोगों को उन्होंने बुलाया. Did they announce some topic or they ask you to do group discussion? What was that?
सर SIBM पुणे का जीई जो था वो थोड़ा डिफरेंट था. दे गेव अस अ टॉपिक एंड उस पे उन्होंने 4 डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स रखे हुए थे, 4 डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स अबाउट समथिंग. एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट थी. देयर वर 4 डिफरेंट स्टेटमेंट्स. अब उन्हें हमें अलाइन करना था कि इनमें से कौन सा है जो इमीडिएट सोल्यूशन है और इम्पोर्टेंट भी है. उसके 4 कैटेगरीज थी, ABCD. ए कैटेगरी बीइंग कि सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट एंड सबसे ज्यादा जल्दी जो होना चाहिए, एंड डी कैटेगरी बीइंग कि जो लीस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है और सबसे बाद में जो इम्प्लीमेंट किया जाना चाहिए टू सॉल्व दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम. तो वो प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट को हमें डिस्कस करना.
के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से जो इस साल स्नैप की तैयारी कर रहे हैं उनके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से जानना चाहता हूँ. तो वो आपको एक सिचुएशन देते हैं, मतलब पहले कोई उन्होंने आपको एक सिचुएशन प्रेजेंट किया, राइट? एंड देन दे गिवन 4 ऑप्शंस फॉर दैट एंड यू हैव टू डिस्कस ऑन दैट.
Yes sir.
Can I jump
That
in
was
there?
the GE exercise. Abhishek.
Yeah, so basically the GE exercise was for 15 minutes. They give one problem statement, which could be a business problem or a general societal problem, which could be helped through building a business or something like that. And they gave 4 solutions for it. Now we have to classify those 4 solutions into 4 categories based on ease or difficulty of the feasibility of implementation and the ease or and how effective it would be. Basically a 2x2 matrix we had to create for those 4 solutions, whether it's feasible and important or not feasible, not, less important, or the other 2 combinations. So these 4 combinations we had to create, and then we had an open 10 minutes open floor for this to discuss among the group and arrive at a consensus.
Right. Okay, so this was the first part of your process. They call it as a GE process, lasted for around 15 minutes, right? And then 10 minutes your discussion also, right? What was the next step after that, Aman?
Sir, after that, once the GE was over, we left that particular room and we came back to the original room that we had joined, where we waited for our panelists. The entire group that was present in the GE was to appear for the same panel for the interview. So they were taking the interviews, and after whenever your turn comes, depending on the sequence number that you get, you'll be called in for the interview.
Okay, so you were in the outside room and then there was a panel inside one breakout room, and
Yes,
you were supposed to go one by one, and then probably 2 hours you were engaged in that process, right?
Yes sir, around.
If you are number 8th, let us say.
Yes sir. So the
And if
entire
you are
process,
number
I
1,
think
maybe you have to be in 10 minutes.
Sir, the entire process, I think even if you're number 1 and even if you're number 8 will not change much, because the first step is the joining. Then there is the orientation where they'll tell you about SIBM Pune, how it was established, why it was established, and after that the GE exercise takes place, and after that everyone has to wait. So around 3 hours I think took. It was for same for everyone, and then depending on your sequence number, maybe 15 or 20 minutes here and there.
राइट, गुड. हमारे एक व्यूअर जुड़े हैं, मोहक बंसल. तो मोहक बंसल का क्वेश्चन जो स्क्रीन पे आया, वो कह रहे हैं कि हेलो एवरीवन, गुड इवनिंग सर, सो हैप्पी फॉर बोथ ऑफ आवर टॉपर्स, hope to be on the other side of the screen next year. Sure, why not, my dear Mohak. सपने उन्हीं के साकार होते हैं जो सपने देखने की हिम्मत रखते हैं. I will be very happy. और मैं आज आपको बताता हूँ मैं आज बहुत खुश क्यों हूँ, क्योंकि आज हमारी स्टूडेंट पारुल अरोड़ा वापस बठिंडा आई है. कल उसका कन्वोकेशन था IIM अहमदाबाद में. तो कल IIM अहमदाबाद का कन्वोकेशन खत्म करने के बाद she has come back to Batinda. She is my student from Batinda who made it to IIM Ahmedabad, and आज वो वापस है. तो उसने भी सपना देखा. मैं आज के दिन को बड़ा अच्छा मान रहा हूँ, क्योंकि today she came with her brother कि सर अब अनमोल अरोड़ा का भी आप प्रिपरेशन कराइए फॉर नेक्स्ट कैट. सो बड़ा अच्छा लगता है, राइट. तो अभिषेक, मैं अगर जानना चाहूँ आपसे आपका इंटरव्यू का एक्सपीरियंस अगर आप शेयर करेंगे तो.
Yes, sir. So for me, the interview was very chill. It was not grilling at all. I think my interview lasted for around 12 minutes. Primarily, they asked me a little bit about my background, And for 10 minutes, we had a discussion on my current work experience, what I was doing, what is the size of the industry, how we are building our product, purely based on that. So nothing focused on academics, nothing focused on current affairs or anything like that. Purely about my work experience. So yeah.
So, because you had a great amount of work experience, so yours was more about your, what you have done in your, years, right? Right,
Yes.
right. So, how long it lasted?
12 minutes, I think. Yeah.
12 minutes, that's it. So yours was a quick one. So you
Yeah.
were, let us say, which rank you were, like, or which
I think my sequence number was third or
sequence?
fourth, if I remember correctly.
And after you are done with your sequence, you have to leave or you have to
Yeah,
stay there?
basically they give one feedback form to fill it out, and you can fill it in just 1 or 2 minutes, and that's it. So I was done.
ओके, तो जब आपने ये 12 मिनट हो गए, उन्होंने बोला जल्दी चले जाओ, मतलब बाकी लोग का थोड़ा ज्यादा जल्दी चला, तो व्हाट वाज थॉट्स इन योर माइंड, क्या चल रहा था यार, कि
Sir,
मेरा अच्छा
honestly,
हुआ, बुरा हुआ, क्या होगा?
I thought personally, my strong point was my knowledge about my work experience. I was very happy to answer any kind of questions on my work experience, and I was able to give all my answers, I thought, on a very satisfactory level. So I was quite confident that the PI had gone well. So
Right,
I,
right.
I,
Aman,
I
right.
know usually longer interview is better, but then from my point of view, I didn't hesitate on any question, and I was able to give all the answers. So I was confident.
राइट. तो अमन, आपका क्या लगता है यार, व्हाट वाज योर टेक ऑन दिस? आपको क्या लगता है कि आपका इंटरव्यू कितनी देर लगा चला, और व्हाट वाज योर लर्निंग और योर इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस, क्या क्या आया उसमें?
Sir, again, SIBM Symbiosis wale, they call it personal interaction, not personal interview. So as Abhishek said, it was very chill, and like they were totally into knowing what you have done. Like they'll only ask about your strengths. So my my interaction was also around my work ex only. They did not ask anything about my acats or my previous things that I've done. It was totally focused on my work ex, and I was also very comfortable because it being on my strengths. So mostly all of the symbiosis interviews that I've given, they were mainly focused on what you have done, what are your strengths, and they were not asking rather questions which are not on your strength. So I think that was a plus point. My interview also was totally focused on my work ex. They asked me a couple of questions around how I handled my clients, what kind of clients I handled, how will I expand my business if I was to be a business owner in this particular domain. So I think those were the questions that were, and it went on for around, sir, I think for 10 to 12 minutes only. Mine was also the same.
Okay, yours was also same time. And
Yes.
what was your expression just after the interview? क्या लग रहा था, तोड़ दिया खोल, अच्छा हो गया, कन्वर्ट होगा, या लग रहा था अरे यार उतना अच्छा नहीं गया जितना जाना चाहिए था?
Sir, because mostly the questions they were asking was from my own domain, so I was able to answer almost everything. So I was pretty chill that I have done my best. I don't know what will be the outcome, but I have done whatever I thought was best at that point of time. So I was pretty chill that okay, whatever happens, happens. I have answered most of the questions as best as I could.
ओके, दैट्स नाइस, दैट्स नाइस, बहुत अच्छा. अब हम इंटरव्यू से पीछे आ जाते हैं, है ना. वी कम टू द स्नैप एग्जामिनेशन, राइट. स्नैप एग्जामिनेशन बच्चा लोग जो जानते नहीं है, तो उनके लिए यार ये दिसंबर में होता है. 3 अटेम्प्ट देते हैं सिम्बायोसिस वाले, ताकि आप बड़े आराम से उस पेपर को दे सकूं. मोस्टली बच्चे 2 अटेम्प्ट देते हैं, बट कुछ लोग 3 भी देते हैं, कुछ लोग 1 अटेम्प्ट भी देते हैं. बट मैं ऑलवेज रिकमेंड करता हूँ कि यार तीनों अटेम्प्ट देने चाहिए, क्योंकि ये नॉर्मलाइजेशन नहीं होता. वो एक अलग पेन एरिया है. और दूसरा क्या है कि भाई किसी भी स्लॉट में कभी भी आपका दिन कैसा है क्या नहीं है पता नहीं चलता है, राइट. तो अमन, आपका कौन से स्लॉट में सबसे बेस्ट आया स्कोर?
Sir, I gave only 2 slots, although you recommended 3, and I think that was a mistake. The slot which I missed was the one people were saying that was the easiest. I missed the first slot. I gave the second and third. So my best attempt was the second slot, although I personally felt that my third attempt was much better, but my score in the second attempt was more. So I don't know. So I'll advise everyone watching that please go for all 3 attempts. As sir says, he has that amount of experience because he knows what happens there. So it's, I got lucky, you may or may not. Please go for all 3 attempts if you're aiming for a good symbiosis snap score.
जी, तो मैं यार सबको आपको ना एक सिंपल सा कैलकुलेशन बताता हूँ। मान लो यार आपका एमबीए का फीस 20 लाख है, तो उसमें ना 50,000 और ऐड कर लो फॉर ऑल द फॉर्म्स, राइट? और 25-30,000 और ऐड कर लो फॉर क्वालिटी कोचिंग, राइट? कुछ लोग ये 25,000 बचा लेते हैं, है ना, सस्ते वाला कोचिंग ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं जो टाइम पास कोचिंग होता है। तो ये दो चीज, फॉर्म ना भरना और क्वालिटी कोचिंग ना लेना, आपके करियर को सब ऑप्टिमाइज कर देता है, राइट? With filling forms you could reach a better college. By taking proper, sahi wala coaching, you can really, I'm not saying just keep throwing money at multiple coaching, but एक जगह जहां पे आपको लगे कि यार यहाँ मेरे को जाना चाहिए जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ 20-30,000 रुपीज की, अगर ये सस्ती कोचिंग मिल रही है या ये 3 फॉर्म है तो मैं 2 भर के काम चला लूंगा, ये वाला काम बिल्कुल नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि द मोर चांसेस यू हैव, मोर चांसेस ऑफ सक्सेस यू हैव, राइट? और पता नहीं होता किस दिन आपका दिन हो, राइट? और नॉर्मलाइजेशन नहीं है तो नहीं है। देखो कैट के स्लॉट में हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं, बट ये कर सकते हैं। चलिए, सो अमन, आई थिंक यू गॉट समवेयर अराउंड 98-99 परसेंटाइल।
Sir, my percentile was 98.39.
98.39 and you got a SIBM Pune call, right?
Yes, sir.
और भी सिम्बोसिस का कॉल था आपके पास?
सर SIBM Pune and SCMHRD 2 ही फिल किए थे। I got calls for both.
अच्छा, कन्वर्ट भी हो गया आपका?
यस सर, दोनों कन्वर्ट हो गए।
बोथ कन्वर्ट, अरे वाओ, ग्रेट। तो अभिषेक, आपका एक्सपीरियंस क्या रहा? मतलब बिकॉज यू कैट आपका बहुत अच्छा हुआ था और उसके बाद सिम्बोसिस दिया आपने, एंड वर यू रियली नोइंग कि यार तोड़ दिया, या ऐसा लग रहा था यार क्या दे रहा हूँ ये पेपर में?
Sir, honestly, I'd only filled up the third slot, and before the third slot, the CAT result was out. So I knew that I had done very well in my CAT, and I was like completely pressure free. I had no stress on me that I need to do very well in Snap. So I went with that mindset. I was like very chill. And honestly, I felt the exam was very good for me. I think I attempted pretty much every question. I think I must have left only 1 or 2 questions. So I attempted everything, and yeah, the score was also very nice. I scored something like 99.93 or something in Snap. So yeah,
Right.
but having said that, I would not recommend anyone to do what I did and fill only 1 slot. Please fill all the 3 slots, to be on the safe side.
Right. I could get all India rank 1, I think, or 2. अगर हम बात करें, अगर 40,000 एस्पिरेंट्स लेते हैं तो ऑल इंडिया रैंक 1 है, बट अगर 80,000 एस्पिरेंट लेते हैं तो मेरा ऑल इंडिया रैंक 2 आया है। इस बार आई थिंक 57 और कुछ स्कोर आया है मेरा सिम्बोसिस के अंदर, है ना। मैं बहुत सालों से अटेम्प्ट कर रहा था सिम्बोसिस का, आई वाज ट्राइंग, राइट? दिस टाइम आई गॉट दिस मच। एनीहाउ, सो स्नैप एग्जामिनेशन की जो आपने प्रिपरेशन किया, मेरे को पता अभिषेक ने बहुत ज़्यादा प्रिपरेशन नहीं किया स्नैप के लिए, बट अमन ने अच्छे से किया। तो अमन, व्हाट वर्कड बेस्ट फॉर यू? व्हाट इज़ योर एडवाइस कि भाई स्नैप की प्रिपरेशन के लिए क्या चीज़ करनी चाहिए, स्पेशली कैट के बाद वाले दिनों में जो आपके 10 days 15 days का टाइम रहता है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक कैन बी अ गुड प्लेस फॉर एवरीथिंग, गुड प्रेप फॉर एवरीथिंग, एवरीवन?
सर, आई थिंक देयर आर कपल ऑफ टॉपिक्स जो कि कैट में नहीं है, लाइक जो 1-2 टॉपिक्स होते हैं वो सिलोगिज्म एंड ऑल, तो वो डीएलआर वाले टॉपिक्स, बिकॉज डीएलआर इज द मोस्ट हेवी subject in topic in Snap, 25 questions. So I think उस पे 2-3 topics जो extra हैं, you have to work on that. Apart from that, I think if you're appearing for a decent number of mocks, Snap mocks, if you're giving 5-6 mocks, you'll be decently acquainted with what is going to be there on the day of the test. So I think apart from preparing for those topics which are not there in CAT, if you're appearing for a few mocks, I think that should be more than enough if you have prepared properly for CAT. That is all what I did.
राइट। तो जो लोगों ने, इन्होंने बताया आपको कि भाई जिन्होंने कैट का अच्छा तैयारी किया उनको 6-7 मौके देने हैं, मैं उनके लिए बता रहा हूँ जो कैट जिनका अच्छा नहीं जाता या अच्छी तैयारी नहीं है, या आप 97-98 कैट की रेंज में नहीं है, राइट? 95 से नीचे अगर आपको लग रहा है कैट में आपका बन रहा है किसी भी साइट से, जब आप स्कोर देखते हैं, तो माई रिकमेंडेशन बच्चा इज एटलीस्ट 15 मॉक्स। My preference would be 20 mocks, but at least 15 mocks, क्योंकि जो सिम्बोसिस का एग्जाम है ना यार, ये स्पीड का एग्जाम है, राइट? इसमें 60 क्वेश्चन 60 मिनट्स होते हैं, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट 1 मिनट में एक क्वेश्चन करना है, और 1/4 नेगेटिव है तो आपको हर क्वेश्चन करना होगा। तो अगर आप स्पीड से नहीं करेंगे, एनफ प्रैक्टिस नहीं करेंगे, तो आपकी बात नहीं बनेगी। और जैसे अमन ने कहा, कुछ टॉपिक्स हैं जो कि सिलॉग वाला टॉपिक हो गया, एलआर के टॉपिक हो गया, एलआर इज 25 मार्क्स, सो यू शुड बी taking good care of these topics. Yeah, any tips for snap examination from your side, Abhishek?
A couple of things, sir. One, most importantly, to focus on mocks and sectionals both. There are slight differences in the pattern from CAT. Even the questions on VARC and English are slightly different. In SNAP, you get prepositions, conjunctions, and all of those things which you don't get in CAT 24. So having those mock practice is very important just to get a feel of the type of paper that SNAP is. Even the LR questions are of a different format. They are more puzzle based, things that we used to do probably in NTHC, like, matching the puzzles, what would be the next number in a sequence. LR is not based on that. So it's a different pattern. So mocks are very important. So that's the most important thing that I would recommend. As you said, like, it's a speed based exam. Only practice will help, build up the speed.
Sir, I'd just like to add one more point in this, that in CAT, if you have one strong section, it is basically said that if you must have one strong section and two decent sections to score around 99 percentile in CAT. It is not the same in SNAP, because in SNAP there are only 15 questions from the verbal section and 20 in quant. So you must have at least two good sections, and if your LR is not good, even then you might not get a call from the best colleges. So in SNAP you must have good score in all the three sections to get a decent college.
Great. Because to convert a good college as like SIBM Pune or SCHMRD or SIBM Bengaluru, so your score should cross 95 percentile, and score should be, I think, 35 plus, right? So अगर LR अच्छा नहीं होगा तो भाई तुम्हारा तो गई भैंस पानी में, बिना LR के काम नहीं चलने वाला है, ये बहुत क्लियर है। जो ऑडियंस है, अगर कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हैं भाई, आप अपना चैट में लिख सकते हैं। आई कैन जस्ट आस्क द क्वेश्चन नाउ। Aman, what is good time to think about CAT prep, about SNAP prep? Like, you prepared for CAT almost 8 months, right? And then you appeared for this thing. So when actually you started the SNAP prep, or one should start the SNAP prep? ये बाद में ही करना चाहिए या पहले भी कर लेना चाहिए? क्या कहना चाहते हैं आप?
Sir, I basically started my coaching in January. So I think any time from around 8 to 10 months should be a good period of time for everyone, like for any individual, to prepare for an exam like CAT or SNAP. But if you're like a decent performer and you already have your basics clear, then I think 7-8 months is more than enough. But I'll still say that go for at least 8 to 10 months of good coaching. Sir, apart from my CAT prep, since I took coaching from you, we had already covered most of the topics that were which were different from CAT, which were coming in SNAP. So I did not have to do a lot different from SNAP. But I still think that if you're going for if you want to score a decent percentile, give yourself the chance, give yourself the liberty to have a little more time, give yourself a couple more months, and start your prep from January, February, or around March is a good time to start your CAT prep.
Right. So, guys, every year I take 100 students and I coach them for getting into the best B schools in the country. The batch name is SoGo 100, and I proudly say that this batch has the one of the highest conversions, because in this batch this year we got 8 students with the 99 plus percentile. There are the students with their percentile. 28 have 90 plus percentile, and 55 have 80 plus percentile. अभी मैं SIBM नारसिमुंजे 44 लोगों का कॉल आया था नारसिमुंजे का out of this batch. So the conversion is really great. तो मैं नहीं बताऊंगा. I would love to ask my stars present here, what do you think that is the is the factor that that gives that much of the conversion? So what works best for us? I would like to listen from any one of you. Aman, first you.
Sir, I think the commitment that you have towards the students, it's a motivation in itself, because you're waking up every day, you're there every day, you do not take leaves, and you don't like when people take leaves. So I
Yeah.
think that in itself is something that pushes us to be like perform to the best of our capabilities. You want things done in a certain way, and if anyone is to follow that, if, like, only the methodical teaching that you have, I think that is more than enough to score a decent percentile, more than the person that they are expecting. I think you will be knowing that they'll perform much better. So I think
Right.
that in itself, waking up at 5 every day, having a proper schedule, sleeping on time, and that 1 year totally transforms you as a person. You get to, like, I was not a big reader. I started reading because you told me to, and now I have read about 25-30 books in the last year itself.
Oh,
So I think
nice.
so I think a couple of good habits that I've picked up from the coaching itself, and I think I'll continue to be a reader for the rest of my life. So I think that in itself is a changing and transforming journey. Learning with you, sir, it has been a privilege.
Great, great, Aman, and it was nice to see you here in Chandigarh for the GDPI Dangal, right?
Yes, sir,
You
the GDPI
traveled
Dangal.
all the way for 3-day boot camp, and I love to do that. Okay, now we have with us Abhishek, who is one among the toppers here, right? He is at the position number 2. So Abhishek, you started a bit late, right? तुम्हारा
Yes.
जो जर्नी है थोड़ा लेट स्टार्ट हुआ था. So how was your experience? What made you to reach this thing, and your journey so far?
Yes. So, sir, I knew you from a brother. I think I had your reference from my brother. My brother took his
Hmm.
SSC coaching from you. So I met you once in February that year as well. But then my decision to start my prep was very late. I think I joined the batch in October first week or something.
Hmm.
Having said
Hmm.
that, I think for every student there here, the comprehensive nature of the preparation, the mini
Hmm.
cats, nano cats, mocks, previous year questions, the amount of practice we all go through, I think it's more than enough. I would say
Hmm.
I didn't have to look for anything else for my preparation for any exam, be it CAT, ZAT, or SNAP. The whole preparation was so comprehensive. And as Aman said, I think not just you, the entire team, including like Himani ma'am in the operations, Muskan
So
ma'am,
right,
and
right, right.
it's
So
very
what a
apparent your
auspicious occasion! We got a call from none other than Parul Aroda, right? So मेरे पास अभी पारुल अरोड़ा का कॉल आया हुआ है, आप देख रहे हैं. So the ID is C22089. So now she graduated from IIM. Congratulations, Parul, for
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
you are live on YouTube. I was literally, watching yesterday's ceremony at IIM Ahmedabad, right?
Yes.
So, congratulations to you. How are you feeling now after
Thank you,
graduating
sir.
from IMA?
Sir, it's a very good feeling, and I had mixed emotions while leaving the place. Like
Hmm.
it was the best time of my life there. Like the 2 years there, they were perfect.
Oh, great, great. So happy to hear, Bacha. We will have an exclusive session with you about your journey for all my audience, for my students. We are in a live, so we'll connect to you later, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sure.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Congratulations to you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, Abhishek and Aman, I wish that after 2 years, I will also be getting the same call from your side. Sir, we are done with our, MBA from the reputed, because I know both of you have many other calls, but SIBM Pune itself is a very premium institute, which I wish you should uh, join depending on your choice and other choices that you have, right? So before we close the session today, I would like to know one learning from your whole journey, and one tip for our audience, those who are watching the channel, those who are preparing for my coming SoGo 100 batches. First with Aman.
Sir, I'll only say that anyone who is learning from you, learning with you, is doing more than enough on their part. But I'll just say that there'll be moments when you'll feel that you're not, that you'll hit a plateau when you'll be on the best of your performance, and you'll feel that your score is not improving. I'll say do not quit, continue it. Let it be however it is. Do not stop working as hard as you're working. Just continue it. Things will get better eventually. If there will be days when your mock scores will be low, do not get overwhelmed because of it. just be confident in you, be confident in sir. Know that whatever he is doing, he has years and years of experience, and he has the expertise to guide you in the right direction. Apart from that, I'll say that even if you don't have a great score in the written exam, like I had only 98.39 percentile in snap, but I know what my strengths are. So in the GEPI process, I knew that once I get a call from one of, even not if the best B schools, if I get a call from one of the best B schools, I'll be able to give the best that I can in that moment. So even if you don't have a great score in the written exam, you'll still have many other opportunities. There are many exams: CAT, ZAT, SNAP, and MAT, and SRCC, GBO. So there are many other exams, but also I'll say that you'll have a lot of opportunities to give your best. So I'll say never say quit. You should continue doing what you're doing, work your best, and I think sir will guide you towards the right direction.
Winners never quit and quitters never win. तो भाई लगे रहो, मुन्ना भाई is the moral of the story. Abhishek, our 99.8 percentiler.
Sir, the most important learning for me was that consistency is everything. Even if on days, let's say your mock didn't go well, or even your actual, let's say, CAT didn't go well, it's very important to just keep going, trust the preparation that you're providing, and trust the process. So keep going, keep working hard. One of the exams will work out, one of the institutes will work out for you. That was one thing. One tip I'd like to give everyone is to start finding some joy in the 5 a.m. classes. Wake up at 5 a.m. and become a morning person. So I think that was very important for me as well.
Great. So guys, this year result has been very bumper, as I told you, and as you can see that. So tomorrow I'm gonna bring two more students who have converted SP Jain, right? It's a big college again. So कल जो दो लोग आने वाले हैं वो SP Jain की बात करेंगे. और आज I must thank Abhishek and Aman for joining us live on this channel. I hope their tips will be very valuable to you, and I'm so happy for you, Aman and Abhishek, and I wish coming 2 years I will see you again on the channel, with your story of how your MBA went, right? So wish you all the best, and thanks for joining live on this channel, Mission Cat.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Had a great time today.
And all the students who wish to be part of the SoGo 100 Bhai Log, almost half of the batch is over, and it's completely filled. Half of the batch is filled, and half of the batch is yet to be filled. So if you wish to be part of this batch, you can very well contact on the number given and be part of this batch, because I take only 100 students for my personal mentorship batch, which is 5:30 to 7:30 a.m. Your journey to IIM start with this batch. So wish you all the very best for your preparation, and to Aman and Abhishek also all the very best for your MBA journey. Bye-bye. See you in graduation ceremony.
Bye.
Sure, sir.
Shabbat khair, everyone.